Let's get homeschooled with Marc Malusis and Sal Licata. And we just showed you what SNY threw out to the fans as a scenario to acquire Dame Lillard. The Knicks sending Barrett, Toppin, Quickley, 2 first-round picks, and a pick swap. Moose, would you make that hypothetical trade?
Probably I would. I mean, because Lillard is just that good, and it's not an insult to Barrett or Quickley or even the growth that he saw and potentially in the playoffs of Obi Toppin. It's just, it's a star-driven league. So you look at the NBA right now, you've got one that you've established, and that's all credit to Julius Randle. But I think we learned about Julius Randle. He's better as a 2 than being a 1. So Dame Lillard frustrated out there in Portland, the direction of that franchise, the hiring of Chauncey Billups. And you're going to have to give to get, Sal. I mean, that's really the position. And, you have some young assets that might be something that Portland is interested in. You do have draft capital to trade as well. And these opportunities don't arise all that often. And the Knicks have put themselves in a position to where they're actually attractive to superstars around the league. So, in essence, you're giving up a lot, but I'd probably make that deal.
Yeah, and I know it sounds like a lot, but think about it. If you pair Dame Lillard with Julius Randle, they instantly become real contenders in a weak Eastern Conference. So, I do it. I know you don't want to give up that much. If you can prevent it, sure. But you know what? If you have to, obviously you're going to have to give to get. So you mentioned it, Barrett, Toppin, Quickley, so be it. The draft picks, who cares? You're getting one of the premier players in the league, a premier point guard in particular, which the Knicks are in dire need for. So I think you pair him with Julius Randle. You figure out the rest, how to round out that roster. Worry about that later. But if you could acquire that star and pair him with Randle, now you're talking about potentially a championship contender and building a team around those two.
Yeah, and speeding up the process. I mean, that's really what it all comes down to. I mean, it's amazing where we were a year ago, where we are right now. The Knicks being an attractive destination. You have a disgruntled superstar out there in Portland, and the Knicks potentially going out there and getting Dame Lillard, which is right now, you look at it, it's not really a pipe dream. It may become a reality, but you're going to have to give to go out there and get an absolute superstar, and that's exactly what Lillard is.
I appreciate you guys humoring us. I'm not sure how likely this would be. For what it's worth, Blazers GM Neil Olshey said Dame has expressed to stakeholders that he wants to retire in Portland. So we will see what happens. Sal, Moose, thanks.